jump out the pizza box again. Okay, let's look at the map. Okay, this side quest should be easy to work on. I think the guy's right in here.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bah, it's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
That's all I need for now.
You know, I'm starting to think the reverb effects are actually just baked into the sound files, and I'm just noticing them more this playthrough because I've got an actual sound card instead of some crappy onboard audio. Because, like, you can tell pretty specifically that, you know, Jensen was echoing like he was talking in this room, which is how it should sound. His voice files were, well, his lines were, they sounded like they were, you know, straight from raw voice files. And that's the discrepancy I noticed. Sorry, it was an accident. So was that. I'm not even sure why I'm running up here. I don't think anything up here has anything to do with this particular quest. Okay, let's start some defense. Come on, there we go. Ah, this is Double T's apartment, I think. Conveniently, he's not home. Now, this must be somebody else's apartment. Maybe it's the Thorpes'? No, it isn't. They had a safe in their bathroom. Alright, I'll have to return to that. I don't feel like using one of my cheat mode unlocker devices on a level 2 thing. Really rather, you know, just level up the hack software, get the experience, and hack it myself. Woodley ties, lesser evils. Whoops, why did that change the tab? Brooklyn area. Yeah, map. I always forget where the map is. Okay, so I just need to go a little further down this line to get there. God damn it, map. Yeah, just a little bit further down this path to get to there. Wow, mouse movement on this map really sucks. Come on. For Christ's sake. God, this is ridiculous. The movement is horrible and it doesn't work for shit. Ah.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws and cyber fangs and shit. You know, throw him in the ring.
Augmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Dogmentation. Yo, we're gonna be rich, man.
Yeah.
But don't be listening to me and my crew, man. Somebody might think you're a narc. You heard me. Get lost before I make you get lost. You heard me. Get lost before I make you get lost.
Are you going to?
You trying to scare me, Skinner? Cause you don't. Without them Augs, you nothing. Nothing. Without them Augs, you nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, tell that to all the heavily armored and armed mercs that I slaughtered before being augmented, eh?
Ain't it kinda late for someone like you to be using these alleys? Downtown ain't safe for pretty boys. Don't say I didn't warn ya, pretty boy. Word to the wise, handsome. Don't go straying too close to Derelict Row. Them crazies don't take well to enhancers. Seriously, even the cops don't go into that grease pit.
Ooh, I know how to take care of this and free up some inventory space. Everything's fine. Yep, everything looks alright. Except for this dude's ankle joint. That doesn't look like it's bent the right way. There you go. That was definitely less necessary now than it was before. Considering my inventory space is completely maxed out.
Jesus Christ.
isn't happening.
It's happening. Okay, looks like I've got to clean up the streets a little bit. Thankfully, I've got a sniper rifle to completely miss the shot with. God, I suck at sniping. Apparently, it's not a very high caliber round this thing is firing. Come on. Get that headshot. What? Could swear that was on target. There we go. Problem solved, though I don't know why I didn't get any marksman bonus for those.
Jesus
Easy.
Christ. This isn't happening. Don't hurt me. Please.
You're right, it isn't happening. None of this happened. You imagined it. Ooh, a box. That might be useful for something at some point. What? Did I just see something? I thought I saw something blue appear when I jumped up onto the box. Anything over? Nah, they're still freaking out. And so are you. Alright, give me all your stuff. You're just a punk. Wonder if they were, you know. Okay, come on. Why are you not taking all this stuff? Oh yeah, yeah, cool. I've already taken care of the named NPCs in this area. Come on, this should be nice and easy. Come on. Where'd the ball go? Jump onto some barrels. Yeah! I think I already got the achievement for that, though. I guess not. Or maybe I did. I just didn't really feel like looking in too deeply. Alright, traveler bonus. Sweet. I'd like to say that was missing from Invisible War, but of course it was. Invisible War didn't even have an experience system, I don't think. Well, not really an experience system, but skill points or anything like that. You better not be pissing out here, buddy.
I ain't no guinea pig. Ain't no way I was getting off just to keep my job. I ain't no guinea pig. Government's experimenting on people without they even know. Making super soldiers, man. Lazarus said so. Government's experimenting on...
I totally could have sold this shotgun. I somehow forgot that I had a shotgun already.
I'm on to you. I know you're spying on us, studying us. We're not lab rats. We're human beings, man. Human beings. We're not lab rats. We're human beings, man.
Hey,
human
you're just
beings.
a hobo that can somehow afford fancy clothes and cigarettes all the time.
You look like a guy that gets around. Little advice, stay out of the sewers. A lot of shit going down in there lately. Bangers and ballers have been fighting for territory even under the city. And I've seen some other guys almost sound like a cult. They really hate you, Augs.
Yeah, well, they got a problem. They can bring something up. And I'll just shoot them down.
You hear what Lazarus been saying? This country's falling apart, man. States are looking to leave the Union.
Ain't that the truth? So I know I've completely missed, or completely gone past where I actually need to go.
Be booking me with no cogs. I find them nasty.
I think they're kind of cool. Yeah, to me, it's a welcome change to the dirty old men I usually get stuck with.
All the ones hopped up on Z.
Yeah, at least that no-pose drug the Augs take don't make them all uppity and shit.
Cog lovers, huh? To each their own, I guess.
The Z. Are you telling me that Zyme existed back here? Back in this time?
Jensen. Long time no see.
Also, let's pick up another side quest. Don't have enough of those.
Jensen. My God, it's been a while. Remember me? We used to work the old 17th precinct back in the day. Man, I wish I could go with the good old you haven't changed at all bit, but that'd be complete and utter bullshit, right?
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. You look a little different too, Xander. What's your new gig?
Deep cover. I'm keeping tabs on the derelict row ballers for now. I've got a hunch something big's coming.
Why do I get the sudden feeling you're about to include me into that something big?
Because you're clever. That and the fact that, well, it's pretty obvious. But jokes aside, you couldn't have come at a better time, Jensen. This case I'm on, we're stalling and we could use a little external help.
Go ahead.
I'm with IA now, and we're working a sting on a dirty cop named Jack O'Malley. Elusive motherfucker. I mean, Men in Black elusive. We know he's involved in drugs, weapon dealing, tied into the gangs. But he's clever, and we just can't seem to pin anything on him. I swear he's got friends in high places.
Okay, and where do I fit in all this?
You're an outsider. You can go places we legally can't. I need someone to do a couple of things. Break into his apartment, sneak into DRB territory, and finally, go undercover posing as a hitman. This guy is nothing minor, Jensen. He's the real deal. Major player, major consequences. We have to get him before shit hits a fan. You in?
How about the target, O'Malley? Got any more info?
He's a cop, but he went on assignment with the feds for a while. No reports, no address, nothing. We're pretty sure he got tied up in major covert ops, but never got anything solid on him. He has a badge, but he doesn't feel like a cop at all.
I haven't walked the beat in a while. Could you give me a quick sit-rep of the local gangs?
You know, gangs are not the finest example of evolution, if you catch my drift. Everything's pretty much the same. The derelict row ballers are still dealing and stealing, getting into fights with OGs, and defacing augmented people's property.
Yeah, right. Upstanding citizens.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have the Motor City Bangers. Ignorant scumbags just like the DRBs, only some of them are augmented scumbags.
Can't let a guy like that roam free. I'm in.
All right then, let's get to work. Like I said, I've got a couple of very promising leads, but O'Malley's got friends among the powers that be. I wouldn't be able to get my hands on a warrant, even if I had footage of the perp confessing in real time as he's finger painting his motive on the wall in the victim's blood. So I guess we're gonna have to break a few rules.
Okay. But we have to be careful how we handle this. It could discredit your investigation.
True, but thing is, Jensen, it's either this or there simply won't be an investigation. You know me, I usually play by the book. Only this time, the bad guy's a friend of the publisher.
What about the undercover assignment? Posing as a hitman?
O'Malley's crafty, and even a bit paranoid. He's always using proxies, scapegoats, and red herrings to get us off his ass. But after months of schmoozing, we finally got through to one of his guys. Turned him into a mole. He provides us with information, stuff like that.
And he's gonna be my way in?
Exactly. Yesterday, another one of O'Malley's guys whacked someone, a drug dealer. There's a witness, but we don't have any details. O'Malley does, and he wants someone to take care of the mess. The usual guy just got busted for possession, so the contact will send you in to pose as his replacement. O'Malley will be waiting for you in an alley next to the police station.
And you want me to milk him to get the info on the witness?
You haven't lost your touch, Jensen. We think O'Malley will ask you to retrieve the murder weapon, use it to kill the witness, and then plant it on a scapegoat he can arrest later. What you need to do is get that weapon and bring it to me.
And what about the witness?
We're almost positive he's a member of the MCBs. Once you know the location, you'll need to get there, take care of any opposition, and prep him for retrieval.
Prep him?
Well, you know, he's a gangbanger, Jensen. He's not going to turn in peacefully, but we need him alive. So I guess you're going to have to play this one macho and knock him out. One of our guys will then just happen to stumble upon him. You know, Serendipity.
So what am I looking for in O'Malley's apartment?
Information, drugs, weapons. Basically anything you think can be used to build a stronger case against him. The more you get, the better.
Okay. What's this about getting into DRB territory?
Yeah, I needed to get in there and track down a shipment of weapons for me. We managed to gain access to solid information that will tie it to O'Malley, but I need proof it's really there. They've probably stashed it around somewhere.
A cop dealing weapons to a criminal anti-AUG gang? Not a pretty picture.
Got that right. I guess we both agree. Nothing good can come out of this, huh? I don't know where exactly the DRB's cache is, but I know there's a bonus for you if you manage to sneak in and out without being spotted. Would make shit easier to handle on my side.
Okay, let's do this. You can contact me on my info link if anything comes up.
Excellent. Oh, and Jensen, one last thing. To protect my cover, it'd be better if you only contact me again once you've taken care of everything.
Got it.
Come on. You know you want to.
Come on, I can make you feel so good.
Can you?
Please put the weapon away.
Okay. Better?
Please put the weapon away.
Need some sugar, Stat? Be careful! You're gonna hurt someone!
Put the weapon down!
No. Alright. Picking up even more... damn it. Go to the map. Even more side quests. But... let's go with something a little easier first. Wow, this thing is really chugging from time to time. I should be getting a much better frame rate than this. I don't know what the deal is. Ah, but what about... no, I can't go that way. It's completely blocked off. Yeah, I need to deal with Tyndall and his stuff.
I ain't doing nothing, so you can just go get fucked, soldier boy.
Oh, you don't have anything. You are a disappointment. Just hope nobody over here got angry. Or scared or something.
Maybe those Purity First nuts have got the right idea. Might be the only way to get the governments off their asses and do something.
I broke my leg 10 years ago and it ain't never really healed. I guess I have to live with it since I'll never be able to buy me an AUG.
And you're telling me this why? I don't get it.
Hey, pal. You got any change in that fancy code of yours?
Okay, what's the deal with this? I don't remember any of these people having beards before. Is it only noticeable in DirectX 11 with tessellation or what?
This city is a dump, and David Zarif can go to hell!
Don't talk about my boss.